This will be our last segment.
All right, let's go back. The map looks similar. What's that? Is that green thing a shrine down there? Okay, we got these frog people. The towers have spotlights on the towers now. I mean, those are the map towers, right? So here's a picture of one of these like above the air islands that are happening.
Rise, my servant.
We clearly didn't eradicate everything. Also, it looks like whatever's happening on Death Mountain is not good. Am I wrong? Like, shouldn't there be, like, very little calamity over by the... I don't know. Definitely a dragon on the bridge over here. Oh, that looks like the three-headed dragon, the very first boss you fight in Zelda 1, chat. Yeah, that looks like a three-headed dragon. Sick. I feel like, just like off the... Those are whatever is replacing shrines. Like, to me, that feels like what's ever replacing shrines.
Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies.
Are we gonna Majora's Mask our ass to the moon here? Like, is the person we're hearing talking, is that the actual moon? Or like, we all think that voice is Ganondorf. So like, you defeat Ganon and then he takes human form? Has there ever been a Zelda that's like a direct sequel to another Zelda where you fought Ganon the second time? Ganon gets resurrected in the Oracle games? Yeah, you're right. This is cool. Fuck up the castle as if it's not already been fucked up anymore. I'm assuming those like things is like the, you know, like the bad guy is terraforming Hyrule a bit. You know what I mean? To give us some, so we can use the same map with some different locations, different secrets, different blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm assuming they're all getting like hyped up. Like the Blood Moon's steroiding all these guys. I wish games did a better job of explaining what happened in the period of peace and leading up to these things. And movies. I'm looking at you, Star Wars. Cool Doc Ock thing. I like when Zelda flirts with technology. You get a really good picture of his hand right there, which clearly it's just a the Sheikah Slate like morphed to his hand at some point and power glove the shit out of him. I wonder if you're just not going to be able to customize that. Also, did Link have both ears pierced in the first one? Is that something new? Is he trying something new? This is a cool, that's cool. Like, it looks like maybe like the hobgoblins have a bit better AI. Hobokins. I think right here is the same spot that you start in the first game. Maybe not. Yeah, that's just the other side of the plateau. Okay, so that's interesting because I thought for a minute they were getting rid of the glider because they have that like surfboard thing. And they're clearly not. They need to cut this Hyrule grass. It was much shorter in the first game. I don't know whose responsibility that is, but they need to get on it. Also, if you look here in the back, right here, not a guardian, but it looks kind of like an elephant. Yeah, like a mini divine beast is what I'm thinking. Like to protect the castle, like the Hyrule castle right here. It doesn't move. It's completely stagnant, which means it could even just be like a statue or maybe some art dedicated to it. You just might be on top of a guardian. One of the arms is weird. Oh, you're right. It looks like that first arm's holding something. Right there, there's a Yiga clan thing right above in this area right here. Dark Souls-ish like enemies. This is what we need. Like, this is absolutely what we need. We need lots of boss fights. I love this enemy, love this design. Shadow of the Colossus style shit. I want to run up, I want to be minding my own business and all of a sudden like dropping a hole in a fucking giant boss. I think the thing I disliked about the three things I disliked about Divine Beast, and I actually I like Divine Beast. I don't think they were like not dungeons like some people complain about. I think that the Divine Beasts were too open, and when I say too open, I mean like you literally, you can like, because all the abilities you have, you can kind of like fly around them, so you're not in like certain contained rooms looking for item to progress to the next room. I think people enjoy that. I think I enjoy that. And also because they were so open, they lacked enemies. They lacked enemies having in there, and they felt smaller. Yeah, exactly, Emilio. They felt smaller because you could travel through them really good. Okay, now here we go. Okay, Dad, that's probably Ganondorf. Yeah, you're right. Ganondorf is a infinitely more interesting character than Ganon. I just want, in my opinion. I just like this because this insinuates that Ganon was a human at some point too.
I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Hey, one thing I'm gonna say about these air islands, doesn't feel like there's a lot of them, right? Okay, we got some, you know, alien glyphs coming in, corn maze type glyphs. Okay, now this is interesting. Watch this bow. I thought this was cool. Homing missile. Little shack on the left side here. I like that just because it's maybe like a symbol of a little bit more life. This I thought was actually really sick. Just use your shield to fucking roller coaster around this bitch. Oh my God, yeah, lots of islands to the top left. I didn't even see that. They might seem a lot bigger too when you're on them. Like it might be one of those things where you're looking at them and then when you get on it, it like shoves into a different instance and they're just bigger. Does that make sense? Okay, so here we see a very familiar glyph. You know one thing I don't like, but I guess I get why they're not doing it a ton, is they're showing a lot of old enemies and not showing a lot of new enemies. Shiny rock shit over here. Sweet looking fucking giant hammer, like this weapon. Wait, whoa, hold up. Is that a fucking bazooka? Also, the angle that shot out at is just not realistic. I just want to throw that out there. This feels like almost like a weapon of evil. It's way too big to be any sort of master sword. Or, I mean, it's possible this might be a fairy? Wait, you think that's a dress? I see a weapon. I feel like that's a sword. Oh, maybe that is just a dress. I thought she was stroking a sword. Not 100% convinced this is Zelda that we're looking at right here. Touching his Luke Skywalker hand. I'm assuming that's going to give it power. Looking at your Luke Skywalker hand. Okay, admiring your Luke Skywalker hand. The fingernails are Ganon-y. Yeah. Oh, is he got a little bad guy in him? Okay, now this is just fucking badass. I would think you could customize it because that's a really ugly car if you can't. Got headlights. It's not powered by like a bomb, just like whatever that goo is in the back. One thing, you know what, just so we're not sucking this game's dick completely, you know what I mean? Just so we can make sure everyone knows that the game's balls are still sweaty. The one thing that does scare me is there's a lot of empty space. Okay, well, looks like we can also have a motherfucking hot air balloon. Man, this looks like it's a play off that other vehicle, actually. This does look like it's just a play off the other vehicle to a certain point. What's the big sphere? No clue. Like, look, like right there, it's held together. Right there, it's held together. Right there, it's held together. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that's literally like where they're all tied together. So, and this is just correct me if I'm wrong. This is a door. These are the fans we saw earlier. Oh! 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 Oh, wow, this might be really cool. We might spend days just building fucking cars, chat. This might be absolutely nuts and bolts. Yeah, like, are we building it in the overworld itself? People are gonna build such cool shit. Yep, look, goo. The goo's holding that together. And that's just a fucking door. Like, it's 4 fans on a door. I wouldn't say it does look like there's more small encampments so far, but I think they're probably intentionally not showing any new cities. What's falling? Right there, it looks like some sort of magic rock. Something with the magic that we're using. Yeah, some sort of tier of a kingdom. His hand seems all sorts of jacked here. Look at his chest. Yeah, it's like whatever's possessing him is leaking into his body. Man, I mean, yeah, you could be trying to, like, that whole scene of Ganon resurrecting could be us simply trying to get the power of his Triforce. Chat, if we can make our own vehicles, I'm gonna spend days making our own vehicles.